What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about SoFi. Give you a quick overview of some of the data points, what moved it today, and what shorts did. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So SoFi did close 3.88% in the green, new 52-week high of 1704. So it's always a good day as soon as the market opens for it just to spike to a new 52-week high. So a lot of good things is happening with SoFi, and even based on a lot of the data points, big money is getting in. So based on just the common stock, 54.6 million shares being traded, 52.3 is the average. These are all the transactions that did occur today on the secondary market above $100,000. So once again, you're seeing a lot of big money, and most likely that's going to kind of grow more and more as in the next 2 weeks as institutions do rebalance near the end of Q4. So again, something to keep in mind, but big money is definitely getting into SoFi. So 2.2, 5.8, 1.6, and many others. And most likely what was the culprit why it did spike was market makers. For those of you that kind of follow my channel, I've been stating that 9 times out of 10, at least in my experience, it's the following Monday. Whenever you have in the money options that do expire, it's always covered either half, most likely like after hours on Friday, if not on Monday. So once again, that's probably what gave it a nice bump up, but you saw a nice continued amount of buying, even a very big one right here, 32.8 million, so 1.9 million shares being traded there. So a lot of big money is getting in, and it still keeps going. So a lot of big ones that even more so first hand, so 12.4, 1.1, and then 1.2. So a lot of big transactions. So when it comes to SoFi though, today, no SEC filings, no press releases, they're kind of just piggybacking off of the broader market, as well as a lot of optimism for the rest of the week. So obviously we do have retail sales coming out tomorrow, then the whole interest rate decision on Wednesday, then you have GDP Thursday, and then PCE Friday. So a lot of good opportunity for a lot of growth stocks and just generally the broader market to move higher. Shorts though, kind of interesting to see that they actually were increasing today. 596,000 shares, 12.55% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 133.71 million shares overall are being shorted, and then cost of borrow average is 0.26%. And just generally, you can kind of see shorts did increase a lot kind of first thing, so that's probably the culprit on why it did go down right here. But all in all, I think shorts are playing a losing game, and most likely they'll be margin called sooner rather than later. Not here to say that it's going to be like a mother of all short squeeze kind of scenarios, put a tinfoil hat and that kind of stuff on, but I do feel that shorts are going to return probably another around 20 million shares at least into probably the next couple weeks. But as far as options, 51 million in calls, 5.8 million in puts. 41% of all the options being done today were bullish in nature, and this one today, so there was 56.7 million in total premiums. It's been a while since it's been kind of that high. Last one was done, I think, on November the 21st. Then aside from that, we do have the record high of 107 million on November the 11th. So goes to show that big money is starting to really look at SoFi a little bit more, and still are relatively optimistic because of the call options that are being purchased today, or I guess were, consensus for it to be above $19. So still a lot of optimism. A lot of that has to do with just broader macro events. I clearly can't talk right now, but aside from that, looking at the bears, you are anticipating for it to be sub $5 or $15. So a lot more upside is anticipated just based on that, and that's even encumbering possibly some data points coming in negative. So a lot of upside is anticipated in reality. And so with it at $16.88, it is trading right between this R3 and this R2. So $16.79 will be a strong support. Just watch for that to hold into the next couple trading days. And then $17.30 is going to be that next strong kind of resistance slash target. And so that would equate to another new 52-week high for SoFi. So yeah, there's, like I've been stating time and time again, there's nothing really negative to say about SoFi, whether it be just the broader market, technicals, data points, everything is showing that SoFi is justified to be at these levels, if not a little bit higher actually. So as of right now, it is above the ALMA, above all the key data points. So the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, as well as super trend. Even looking at the 1 month right here, you do see a lot of bullishness. So similar nature above the ALMA, all the data points. And in both cases, you do see it as rather oversold. So again, that could really stand to benefit SoFi. If a lot of that macro data is positive, then you could see a nice push higher to 1850 and then 19 and so forth. So SoFi has been a really good moneymaker for me. I haven't done any options so far this week, just waiting to see how things go. But over the last couple weeks, I've been selling puts, so I'm open to buying more shares if it does dip. Just it never dips, so I get to keep the premium. So it's kind of a win-win. So take the time to research that for those individuals that don't do options. But based on this, a lot of money is starting to get into options, and yeah, so pretty exciting stuff is coming down the pipeline. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And do you think that shorts are going to have a squeeze? I saw some people chattering about short squeezes on SoFi, and I don't know. I realistically don't see SoFi being a short squeeze, because in order for you to have a squeeze, you need pretty much all the key metrics that SoFi does have, but you also need a surprise catalyst. So let's say SoFi was to come out and say, hey, we're going to be doing crypto or something along those lines in that fashion, then yeah, that's going to be a very positive surprise and prompt a very quick appreciation in the stock price. So shorts in turn would kind of return, but you wouldn't see this mother of all short squeeze kind of scenarios. I usually just bring up short kind of information just as a good tool to analyze, because these individuals right here, the 133.71 million shares, are betting that SoFi is overvalued and in general due to go down. So it's good to analyze what they do on a daily basis. So let me know your thoughts. One final thing though, I just wanted to say that I've updated a lot of my price targets on my Patreon, so I have a link to that in the description below and also the comments. So I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them been absolute home runs. Even at the beginning of December, I did redo SoundHound, and just today alone, it went up another 16.44%, hitting my target. So honestly, it's crazy stuff. I gave a huge buying opportunity, saying that it was when it was like $5.20 or something like that, and look at where it is. Many of the stocks, in fact, even Path, that one definitely, I think that one was around $11 and now it's at 14. So a lot of good kind of buy signals for you to take a look at. And with all that said though, appreciate all of you watching.